A man and his girlfriend die in a car accident and meet Peter at the Pearly Gates. Peter says, "Welcome to heaven. Do you have any questions?" To which the man replies, "Yes, my girlfriend and I never had a chance to get married while we were alive. Can we get married in heaven?" Peter says, "That's a good question. I will be back when I have the answer." Left at the gates, the couple begins to talk about love and how long eternity is. 6 weeks later, Peter returns and says, "Okay, I found your answer. Yes, you can get married in heaven, so come right in and enjoy eternity together." The couple responds by saying, "We have another question. Eternity is a very long time, and we are not sure if our relationship will last. If things don't work out, can we get a divorce in heaven?" To which Peter replies, "F***ing Christ, it took me 6 weeks to find a priest up here. Do you have any idea how long it'll take me to find a lawyer?" 3 vampire brothers hold a competition. The first brother, who is the strongest, "Watch this," he says, and takes off at nearly 100 miles per hour. 2 minutes later, he returns, his mouth covered in blood. "What happened?" his brothers exclaimed. "You see that mansion over there? Yeah? Well, I went over there and sucked each and every last family member dry. They are all dead." "Wow," his brothers say, "as expected, for you are the strongest." The second brother to go is the oldest. "Watch and learn, boys," he says, and takes off even quicker at 150 miles per hour. 5 minutes later, he returns, both his mouth and his neck covered in blood. "What happened?" his brothers exclaimed. "You see that village over there?" "Yeah," they said. "Well, I went over there and killed every last person in the entire village. There is not one left alive." "Wow," his brothers say in awe. "As expected, for you are the oldest and have the most experience."
The third brother, who is the fastest, not to be outdone, he says, "Watch this, and don't blink or you might miss it." He flies off, faster than the rest of them, going at least 200 miles per hour. In only 10 seconds, he returns. His entire mouth, nose, and neck are covered in so much blood it stains the front of his shirt. "What happened?" his brothers exclaimed. "You see that giant tree over there?" "Yeah? Well, I didn't." 3 drunk men are walking back home on a Thursday night. They get lost on their way and mistakenly take a wrong route. They enter a narrow alley and walk through it just to find themselves standing in front of a big wall blocking their way. "What do we do now?" the first guy asks. "I don't know," the second replied. "Why don't we just push the wall down the alley till we find an exit?" the third suggests. "What a great idea!" All of them agreed, so each took off his shirt, threw it behind his back, flexed their muscles, and started pushing against the wall with all their strength. A few moments later, an old man walks by and sees the 3 drunkards trying to push a solid wall that isn't going anywhere. He laughs, steals the pile of shirts behind them, and leaves. After a long while of pushing, exhausted, one of the men stops and takes a look behind his back. He immediately notices the pile of shirts are nowhere to be seen. Quickly, he turns around to his buddies. "Hold on, boys, hold on. We're going too far." On a visit to his parents' house, a young man was asked by his mother to set the table for dinner. When he opened the refrigerator, he saw taped to the inside of the door a picture of a scantily dressed, super slim model. "What's the picture all about?" he asked. His mother explained, "I put it up there to remind me not to overeat." "Is it working?" "Yes and no. I've lost 15 pounds, but your dad has gained 20. There was a red-headed man, a bald man, and a blonde man working on the top of a cliff. The red-headed man said, "You know, every day, it's the same sandwich my wife makes me. I'm so sick of it. If I have cheese in my sandwich tomorrow, I'll jump off this cliff." The bald man said, "Right there with you, my friend. If I have jam in my sandwich tomorrow, I'll jump off the cliff." The blonde man said, "With you all the way, chaps. If I have ham tomorrow, I'll jump off the cliff." The next day, the red-headed man had cheese, the bald man had ham, and the blonde man had jam. So they all jumped. At the funerals, the wives of the red-headed man and the bald man said, "Why didn't they just tell us they didn't like their sandwiches?" The blonde man's wife said in tears, "I don't understand it. He made his own sandwiches. Three drunk men were heading home from a bar. They hailed a taxi. The taxi driver, realizing they were all wasted, came up with a trick. He let them all get in the back seat, started the engine, waited 5 seconds, then turned it off and said, "We've reached your destination." The first drunk paid the fare. The second drunk said, "Thank you." And the third one slapped the driver and shouted, "You maniac! You drove so fast! We could have died!"